cultural heritage. They act as a shields for nature and promote sustainable growth and encourage scientific research. Before we heading towards the panel discussion, I will take this stage to introduce our esteemed panelists. First of all, I would like to introduce Dr. Ben, the Chief of Natural Sciences at UNESCO, South Asia Regional Office, New Delhi. He is a seasoned environmental scientist with over 30 years of international experience. During his 2-year decade tenure at UNESCO, he has focused on critical environmental issues such as climate change, ecosystem conservation, blue carbon ecosystems, and education. He has made significant contribution to socio-ecological issues through his work in various countries including Germany, Ethiopia, Saudi Arabia, and Thailand. Our second Director, Bharatiya Vidyapeeth Institute of Environmental Education and Research, Pune. He is contributing to national conservation policies and programs. Our third panelist for the day is Dr. Priya Gupta. She is the lead for social development and safeguards at WWF India. She is an esteemed expert in social development and conservation governance. She has dedicated her career to enhance social inclusion, capacity building, risk assessment, mitigation planning, and policy development. At WWF India, she plays a pivotal role in strengthening the governance framework and ensures the social safeguard in conservation policy. Last, Dr. Aditya Joshi, retired IFS, ex-PCCF and HOF, and a Chief Wildlife Warden Manipur and advisor to Mobius Foundation. Dr. Joshi embarked on a distinguished 34-year experience in the Indian Forest Services, demonstrating expertise in forestry, wildlife, and governmental roles. He served as a joint secretary overseeing the fishery sector, contributing significantly to the Blue Revolution through the formulation of key policies. His diverse experience includes director roles in the Department of Personnel and Training, where he oversaw the vigilance matters and training policy implementations. As a principal chief forest conservator and chief wildlife warden in Manipur, Dr. Joshi demonstrated exceptional leadership in forestry and wildlife management. Now, let me introduce to the moderator for today's discussion, Mr. Abhilash Khandekar, a senior journalist. Starting his career in 1983 as a sports correspondent, he later served as a bureau chief for the Hindu and Hindustan Times and editor for Dainik Bhaskar. An ardent environmentalist, he has authored various books on wildlife and politics, includes Shivraj Singh and the Rise of MP, Thus India Legacy. He also anchored Astitva, an environmental show on Lok Sabha TV. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Pradeep Burman sir, the chairman of Mobius Foundation, to the stage for a keynote address. Sir, please come to the stage.
Esteemed guests, colleagues, and conservative enthusiasts, welcome to this important discussion on Biosphere Reserves, a hope for our planet's future. Biosphere Reserves, designated by UNESCO, represent a unique and vital approach to achieving sustainable development and biodiversity conservation. Today, we will explore the challenges and opportunities that these reserves face, exploring strategies to uncover them. Biosphere reserves are not merely protected areas. They are landscapes where humanity and nature coexist in harmony. They encompass core zones for strict conservation, buffer zones for sustainable resource use, and transition zones where communities can thrive. This integrated approach fosters biodiversity, preservation, economic development, and scientific research, aiming to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and biodiversity conservation. Biosphere reserves play a very important role in supporting nature and people by offering many benefits, often without people realizing their full importance. These benefits are collectively termed ecosystem services. Maintain soil fertility, disasters like floods and landslides, protecting communities. Besides this, besides these, the provisioning ecosystem services are the tangible benefits that people obtain directly from nature. Many people depend on these forests for their livelihoods, gathering food, medicinal plants, and other resources. Wildlife thrives in these protected areas. There are cultural ecosystem services provided by these reserves that attract tourists, creating jobs and income for local communities. Preserving nature, biosphere reserves ensure that future generations can enjoy the same benefits we do today. However, their survival depends on responsible use and conservation efforts, ensuring that development does not come at the cost of nature's balance. Some challenges. Despite